stones of my sacred land. I discovered the purity and factors of my life. Basically, these were writings I did my junior year because unlike most students, I went through Latino Lit course my junior year of high school. I ended up taking independent studies with Bodeen, and we came about, what a perfect idea to develop a book. So I ended up tracking back my old, writing, and we ended up using that to start off with the book. I did co-editing on all the poems to the women, as well as the Machu Picchu poems, and then some of the family writings. Writing is my passion, and being able to read everybody else's writing is just magnificent. I understood that everybody goes through the same things in their own little way, but we feel the same.
I'm grabbing my mountain with my hands. I'm going to stand up on the top. More excited than scared because I know climbing this mountain is going to make me stronger. Feeling this mountain, it's not hard like a rock. I start to climb. This mountain is built with layers, with all my hopes and dreams, graduating from high school, having a loving family, being anything I want to be, my family being kept safe. The climbing is now getting harder. It's raining not with water, but everything that wants to hold me back. Fears of not graduating, the hate that affects my family, never becoming who I want to be, but I know I'll get through this storm.
My name is Jim Bodeen, and I teach a Latino literature class at Davis High School. Jim, for a dozen years, and the last dozen years with these kids has turned me inside out and taken my teaching in a path that I didn't realize was possible in the public classroom. Good morning. Buenos días. Aquí estamos en el Día de los Muertos. Here we are on the Day of the Dead, Octubre 31, 2002. A la cima, a Machu Picchu. Let's have an experience today that will take us to June, to take us to graduation. Let's set the tone for our learning and for our stories. Ladies and gentlemen, let the reading begin.
I'm reading section 7. The epigraph is called I'm Still Here. Even though I don't have my real father with me, I want to be a son, and I want him to be my dad. But it's true what they say. If he really loved me, he would have searched for me a long time ago to be with me. It's killing me inside and making me stronger. I say I don't need him, but I see my struggles in life and say, I wish my dad was here to help me through life. But I also thank God that my mom was there for me. She was my mom and my dad at times. She taught me to be a gentleman, smart, listo. No one is perfect. We all learn we all learn new things from everyone's struggles and stories. But it still hurts. I just feel like something's missing. I'm not just missing my dad. I'm missing my family, which live in Mexico. I have no one to turn to but my mom for help. Not even friends. I don't even know the meaning of the word friends. No dad, no family, no friends. But it makes me feel stronger because I've survived this long. But I still need someone to point me to the right direction.
I work with a group of kids and we call ourselves the Abre Caminos. Abre means to open and Caminos means the paths. One person who opens one path opens many paths. The Abre Caminos, these kids to the classroom, and they bring incredible desire. And what I do with them is tap into their experience and tap into their story, mainly through poetry. Another major section in the book is a section called testimonial. And in testimonial work, which is a major genre of Latino studies, testimonial is when you interview and you speak for those who don't have voices.
a given voice by my mother. I'm a student, a daughter, a friend, and I grow with a loud voice that was given to me by my mother. I don't even know when I'm talking loud. Then my friends hear me speak, and they say, "There comes La Gritona." When I talk, I feel the confidence in my voice and words. I almost feel it is not me. I am so proud that my mother gave me this wonderful, loud voice. And because my words have a power, and I am proud of it. Sometimes I'm sad and I don't talk a lot. People who know me say, "What is wrong with you? Why are you doing or something?"
He has a lot of What kind of youth ministry is it?
Yeah, well,
I don't give like that.
you know that.
What do you think this has meant for the students at Davis?
I think it meant something for them to record down their feelings, kind of like a memory book. It's printed in there forever, as Mr. Bodeen's class Breaking Chains. You know, it's there. It's something for future people can use and look back to, kind of see what it really meant to be in our shoes. You know, everybody wants you to be loud, to talk all the time, not to be shy, but Mr. Bodeen told me it was okay to be quiet and stuff, and writing is one of the ways that I can speak out my voice since I have kind of like such a hard time doing it.
I want to talk about the Machu Picchu journey. Pablo Neruda has a 12-part poem. And Neruda is a Chilean poet, and the poem is called Las Alturas de Machu Picchu. And Neruda goes up the mountain and down into himself, and it's a wonderful, complicated Neruda story. But we start the month of October by making our own Machu Picchu journey, and we've got a poster of Machu Picchu in the room. And what I say to the kids is, well, today we start our journey up that mountain, and where we're going is right into their own disbelief, and we will go into areas, and I will take them into areas that they don't believe that they can go. So here we'll put the mountain on the board, okay? Here's Machu Picchu, okay? I'm gonna go here. Okay, so here's Machu Picchu. Okay, now watch. We're gonna start here. You're gonna come up and put your name on this. These are the sections of the poems, right? You got it? Mm-hmm. So you're going to sign up for the 3 poems that you want to read. 3 times? Okay. Huh? Yes, you have to. Yes. Yes. Yeah, this is our celebration. We're summit together. Okay. Well, that's your choice, okay? You understand this one I want you to read something. Read in both languages. Yeah, you deserve it. You deserve it.
My name is Sarika, and I'm reading poem Fate. And instead of writing this poem, I wrote a letter, kind of like to my love and stuff like that. Okay. It's not the kind of love you guys think it's. You guys will know. Okay. To my love. If I could ever tell you that I love you, if you only knew. If you could ever sit and listen, I would tell you many things. I would start by asking you to forgive me and tell you I forgive you too. If I could ever get this far, my dream would have come true. If I could then continue, I would buy 5 minutes of your time. In 5 minutes, I would tell you that the many times you killed me have not yet made me die. I would tell you that thanks to that I am strong, that the blood that was exposed has been cleaned up, that the fear still exists and is now part of me, that the lack of sleep made me realize I love you. If I can't afford 5 minutes, then that every tear that you cause is still remembered, that the wounds are still open, and although you keep digging, I love you. If 2 minutes are too much, then just give me 1. In 1 minute I would tell you that the times I was rejected helped me understand how much I truly love you. If I can't afford 1 minute, then just help 30 seconds. In 30 seconds I would tell you that I love you, that everything is okay, that I'm used to your way of loving. If 30 seconds understood. If I can't afford 1 second, then I simply ask for a glance. Nothing needs to be said for you to discover how much more than any word would ever tell you. Con una simple mirada te darás cuenta que te quiero, papá. I just hope
it's one thing to come into this society, into this culture as a child. It's another thing to grow into adulthood and try and put your story together, try and put your Mexican roots together with your roots here in the Yakima Valley. And one of the things that we do is give students the opportunity to write their stories, and we push them hard to write their stories, and it always ends up as a transformational experience.
Congratulations. Thank you for telling me about this. Best wishes.
Yeah. Now, when I was teaching there, the thing he had him do, the thing he had him do after that was something like what would happen 5 years later or something like that. Yeah. Is that what you have to do, or do you do something different?
My name is Oscar Rosales. I'm currently a freshman at the University of Washington. In class, I just had a lot to write about, which I couldn't get done, in just 1 year. It just, I guess the experience that I had in this class just opened up the floodgates, so to speak. In the book, I wrote about, the early years when we just barely moved over here to the Yakima Valley, about the hardships, about the struggles, about having to always constantly be on the move, never really staying in one place at a time. And I guess probably the main theme in the book that I point out is, we all just, I guess we all just have that feeling that even though we're just traveling along, we all just want to go home, but there's no such thing as actually going back home.
I'm sorry for whatever, Okay. I just hope that when you have time available, it's not too late for me to hear and see your response. That's all I can afford. Love, your daughter Erica. P.S. I know a hug would be too expensive, and I would not have the funds to pay it off. But I know that dreams are free. And I want to read my other one. I am sitting at the highest point of Machu Picchu. From here, the view is amazing. The sun greets my arrival, and the stones become the firm tombs that consume my many worries. As I look around, I see the beautiful trees. I remember starting my journey, looking up at the high mountain and thinking that it would be impossible to reach my destination. During my journey, I stumbled many times. I fell, wanting to give up, but the quiet person who was leading my way didn't let me stay behind. I would look at this person and examine his every move. I wanted to be like him. I was amazed when I saw him come face to face with the biggest, heaviest rocks. He would simply move it out of his way or climb over it and continue the journey. He was not like me. Nothing stopped him. Nothing made him doubt. Wanting to be like him, I was determined not to give up. So I followed the path that my brother created. From time to time, I would stay behind, but he was always there, pushing me, telling me I could do it, that I only needed to try. I stuck behind him like a shadow. He took care of the biggest stones and left for me a little gravel to deal with. Now, I finally reached the point in which I've wanted to be. I am where my dreams were. I owe it to you. I look up at the sun as a tear of happiness is exposed. I look back down at the starting point and realize how small it is compared to the mountain I am stepping on. Finally recognize that every struggle is more than worth it.
That's what you got. I want to look at you.
Hello.
How did that work? Is that a real journey that we've been on? I wrote a poem for Mrs. Chama after she gave me that book on Machu Picchu this year, and I said, next week we're going to start up that mountain, and we're going to go right directly into your own disbelief. A month ago you didn't think we were going up that mountain, but today that's what we did. And I don't think there's anybody in this class that would say otherwise. That was I'm kidding.